On July 29th, 2020, Union Cabinet has newly approved New Education Policy 2020 based on the committee report of Dr. K. Kasturirangan. The basic motive of this policy is to make India a global knowledge superpower. Under this cabinet, they have also approved of renaming the Ministry of HRD to Ministry of Education. Okay, now there will be no HRD, there will be Ministry of Education. If we go back to the history, education policy with the present time has got three phases. The first change of education policy was introduced in the year 1968 under the leadership of Indira Gandhi. Second revolution was brought in the year 1986. During that time, Rajiv Gandhi is our PM. And the third and a new education policy after 34 years has been brought under the leadership of Narendra Modi. Next is about the vision of NEP. The vision of new education policy is to vibrate high quality education among the members of the society, to develop a sense of respect of fundamental rights towards fundamental rights, constitutional values, and the changing world, and to bring skill and sustainable development of manpower in the global sense. Next is highlight of new education policy 2020. The plans and program of the policy has been grouped into three clusters. Number 1, program for school education. Number 2, program for higher education. Number 3, and other programs. Under school education, policy has introduced the concept of universalization. Universal. Now, what is the basic motive of universalization? Make 100% gross enrollment ratio. Gross enrollment ratio will increase to 100% by 2030. Next, current education system has been transformed from 10+2 system to a new curricular structure. All of you are familiar in hearing 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. Here we will describe the thing. What is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4? This curricular structure has clustered into four phases. Number 1 is foundational stage. Foundational stage includes the children from 3 to 8 years, and this foundation stage is for 5 years and is again subdivided into two groups, 3 years and 2 years. First 3 years includes Anganwadi, preschool, Balvatika. Second, it includes class 1 and class 2, where students will be mostly at the age of 3 to 6 years. And here the education will basically about activity based learning, playing things, making things like that, and there will be no any kind of exam. Another vital thing in the first phase is there is no any language barrier. The student can learn in any regional or local language. Their language cannot be imposed on them under the foundation stage. Number next is what? Preparatory stage, and this is for 3 years, which will include class 3, class 4 and class 5, and the children will be aged from 8 to 11 years. Here education will mostly provide playing, discovery, other activity, interactive classroom learning like that. Okay, there will be no traditional format of education. Now we will play games, make things, activity, make thinking ability, interactive ability. Okay, those things will be taught under the second stage. The third stage is middle stage, and it's for 3 years, which will include class 6, class 7 and class 8, and student will mostly age group of 11 to 14 years. Here, things will basically taught about experimental learning towards science, towards mathematics, social science, humanities. Practically, the things will be learned, not about theoretical things. Why this is happening? What is the basis of reaction? Experimentally, the things will be taught under these stages. Fourth stage is secondary stage and is for 4 years, which will include class 9, class 10, class 11 and class 12. And age group of children will be mostly from 14 to 18 years. Here, different things will be taught about multidisciplinary, greater critical thinking and choice based. Now this is a new thing has been brought. Now the student earlier whatever after 10, art, science, commerce like that, the student are being segregated. Now what will happen? They can make a choice. Anyone can make a choice of some subject for their studies. That has been newly introduced. That is a change in this new education policy. Next is, there is a misinterpretation with that there will be no exam in class 10 or 12. In rumors people are talking. Okay, actually it is not like that. Actually, what modification they have brought? Thus now student can compete twice. They can make attempt twice for passing, okay, in their exam, and the exam will be mostly easier compared to the previous pattern. Next, in education level, new thing is brought that vocational education will be start from class 6. Now we need to know what is vocational education. Vocational education in the extracurricular activity like music, gaming, painting, okay, other learning, entrepreneur skill or qualities, okay, that is vocational courses. Okay, if someone is dancing, painting, singing, these things will be start from class 6. And there will be 360-degree holistic approach. Okay, earlier the students were basically valued based on their final mark sheet mark or their test mark. It is not, now this is not like that. Their tenure, all activity, all regarding their extracurricular activity and their general regular courses, as a compile they will make a 360-degree progress card for students. This is a change brought in the school level education. Next, we will move towards higher education. What new education policy has brought? Okay, basic aim of this policy is to raise the gross enrollment ratio to 50% by 2035. Okay, current ratio of is 26.3. Now, what is the target? To make it 50% by 2035. And there will be holistic graduation education. This is important thing. Okay, the undergraduate courses. Okay, there is a tremendous change has been brought, and I also like the change. And now, undergraduate course will be basically for 3 to 4 years, and there will be option of multi-exist option. Okay, multi-exist option. Now, earlier what happened, the student join in first year, those who can continue, they will continue, and in the third year they need to get the degree. Now it is not like that. Now anyone can exist. There are certain category in the first year. If a student join and what we can say, he want to leave the degree, then in the first year he will get a certificate. Second year, if he want to leave, then he will get a diploma. Third year, he will get the degree. And he continues for the fourth year, then he will receive a degree with research. This thing has been brought. Earlier, what happened? The student, if for some reason he cannot continue, his degree become invalid. Suppose 2 years he has passed, he cannot give the final exam, then his degree become invalid. Now it will be not like that. They will get some benefit, either a certificate or a diploma. One thing has been discontinued, that is MPhil degree. MPhil degree has been discontinued from the course, and PhD will now be a interdisciplinary courses. Another vital thing under higher education, new industrial policy has brought academic bank for credit, like what we do in shopping. After making shopping for some amount, we get a grade point or not. 10,000 we have purchased and we have got 10 points. After that again 5,000, 5 points. In this way, collect this point at a time, we get certain kind of benefit. Same way, academic bank for credit has been introduced. Suppose a student, what he have joined undergraduate course, completed 1 year or 2 year, he will get a grade point. And with this grade point, if he want to make further studies also, what he can approach with his grade point, or he want to make transfer from this institution to another institution. Okay, he needs not to start from zero or the first year. What he has to do with this grade point, he can directly enroll in the required year. Okay, that is the importance of academic bank for credit. Next is another apex body, National Research Foundation, has been created for development of research culture in under higher education. And one important thing is a body has been set up, Higher Education Commission of India, and it will be one umbrella body where 4 independent verticals were being made. NHERC, National Higher Education Regulatory Council, GEC, General Education Council, HEGC, Higher Education Grant Commission, and NEP, National Accreditation Council. Okay, NHERC will regulate, their motto is to regulation, GEC motto is to standard setting, HEC is funding, NEP is accreditation. This is about higher education. And some other change also, new education policy has been brought, that NETF, National Education for Technological Forum, it is an autonomous body, will provide a platform for free ideas. If you have an ideas or Skill India, New India, this kind of thing, idea concept, idea testing, you can approach NETF. Prakash is another assessment center for students, has been introduced. And now this policy has opened the gateway for foreign universities. Now they can come and set up their campus in India. Another vital thing, they have brought special education zone and gender inclusion fund for uplifting the disadvantaged regions and growth. Okay, those who are lacking behind, they can be promoted. For this reason, special education zone has been introduced. Another important thing of this policy is to raise public investment in the education sector from 4.6% to 6%. Okay, now government will invest up to 6% of their GDP in educational platform. Here we have discussed about the new education policy. Hope all of you have got an idea. If you have liked the video, then give a like, share and subscribe my channel and stay tuned. Thank you.